Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, March the 29th, 2016. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, a Bedford County man who has been linked to the disappearance of a woman in the county has been found guilty of attempted murder in Florida. County unemployment numbers have been released for February. A Lincoln County coach has been indicted on multiple sex abuse charges. An MTSU survey indicates consumer confidence is improving in the state, and we'll tell you about the horseplay luncheon coming up this Friday. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac is worth the short drive for savings that can't be beat. Take home this 2015 Chevy Equinox, 0 down, just $299 a month. Or how about this 2015 Chevy Silverado Double Cab, 0 down, just $369 a month. And as always, we will match or beat any dealer's price. So come check us out or visit us online at stanmcnabb.com. But please don't forget, when it comes to the best deals, if anyone can, Stan can.
Time to get fit, Tullahoma, and register today for the I Am for the Child Family 5K Run and Walk. You'll be proud to know you're supporting the Children's Court-Appointed Special Advocate, or CASA, while running or walking Saturday, April 9th at Fraser McEwen Park at 8 a.m. Pre-register at active.com for $25 or starting at 6:30 a.m. the day of the race. Special thanks to these sponsors: Chick-fil-A, Light Tea, City of Tullahoma. Click on active.com and register for the CASA 5K Family Fun Run and Walk.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. A Bedford County man implicated in a 2011 disappearance and presumed death of his estranged wife has been found guilty of attempted first-degree murder in Florida. Tyler Mook was charged with attempted murder in October 2014 after an altercation with his girlfriend in Martin County. Witnesses say Mook threw her from a boat, ripped off her swimsuit top, and attempted to drown her. He claimed he would kill her because she was disrespectful of him before family members. The woman was saved by Mook's brother. Mook is also linked to the 2011 disappearance of his estranged wife, Shelley Mook. Her burned car was found outside Murfreesboro. Shelley Mook's body has never been found. Tyler Mook was the last person to see the woman before she disappeared. Shelley Mook was a teacher at Shelbyville's Harris Middle School.
Area employers continued to add new job slots across southern Middle Tennessee in February. The State Department of Labor and Workforce Development says 93 counties added jobs in February compared to January. The unemployment rate went up in only one county. Coffee County's unemployment rate dropped by a half point to 4.2% last month. About 1,000 are without jobs. Bedford County's rate dropped by a half point to 4.4% in February, with about 900 seeking work in that county. The Franklin County jobless rate fell by 0.3 of a point to 4.2%, leaving 800 looking for employment. Warren County's rate fell to 4.3%, with Grundy County dropping to 6%. The statewide unemployment rate in February was 4.9%.
A longtime coach in Lincoln County Basketball League has been indicted on 29 different sex abuse charges, according to authorities there. Clyde Billy Dollar, age 57, faces 2 counts of rape, 12 counts of sexual battery by an authority figure, 10 counts of sexual battery, 4 counts of aggravated statutory rape, and 1 count of statutory rape by an authority figure. He is being held in the Lincoln County Jail in lieu of a $500,000 bond. The investigation into Dollar's actions began in early February when allegations surfaced about Dollar, who the Elk Valley Times reports coached in the North Lincoln Basketball League, played at Boones Hill School. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Department began an investigation during which several boys reported being sexually abused by Dollar. The grand jury indicted Dollar last Tuesday. Investigators believe there could be additional victims in the case. Victims who want to come forward can do so by calling the Lincoln County Sheriff's Department at 931-433-9821.
The Motlow State Community College Moore County campus will host a transfer fair on Tuesday, April 5th from 9:30 a.m. until noon at the Oaf Hall lobby. 15 four-year colleges have confirmed they will participate in the event. Brenda Cannon, Director of Student and Campus Relations, said, quote, "The transfer fair brings the major four-year college and university transfer representatives onto the Motlow campus in one setting. These higher education institutions have been identified as those where Motlow students are most likely to attend after graduation. For students who have not yet decided on their next move after Motlow, this is an excellent opportunity to get information at one time from multiple institutions," end quote. Motlow students are strongly encouraged to attend, and the fair is open to the public at no cost.
A statewide survey shows consumer confidence is on the rise in Tennessee. A survey conducted by Middle Tennessee State University says most folks are feeling better about the economy despite some misgivings about future finances and the employment picture. The Tennessee Consumer Outlook Index jumped to 45 this month, up markedly from 18 in December. The online survey contacted 606 random respondents earlier this month. The index has a margin of error of plus or minus 4%. Higher index numbers usually translate into growing demand for goods and services.
State lawmakers will review legislation affecting driving habits and license requirements this week. The Senate Transportation Committee will consider a bill prohibiting driving in the left lane of interstates and multi-lane roads except while passing. The House has approved the bill. Another bill would require drivers turning 21 to get a new driver's license within a month of their birthday. Some lawmakers are also pushing plans to offer the so-called Gadsden flag as a vanity license plate. The flag, favored by many Tea Party members, features a coiled rattlesnake with the words, "Don't tread on me." And more Newsleader on 6 is coming up right after these messages.
The wait is finally over. The 2015 50th anniversary Ford Mustang is finally here. This is one awesome vehicle. Let me give you a few stats on this V8 Mustang. 435 horsepower, independent rear suspension, 25 miles per gallon, and this is the one you've been waiting for. 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. Don't blink an eye or you'll miss it. Come by Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester and check it out. The 2015 Mustang, the all-new redesign, will leave you speechless.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
Welcome back. Channel 6's Tom Corrington spoke recently with Arnold Engineering Development Complex's base commander, Colonel Rodney Todaro. In this segment, Colonel Todaro talks about hypersonic testing at the base.
Organization, the hypersonic thing was a little bit different too. You have a branch of the Air Force Research Establishment that comes out of Wright
That's right.
Field, right?
Yes, correct. We have the Air Force Research Lab has set up a detachment here at Arnold, and it really makes sense because their purpose in life is to look out and see in the world of hypersonics what things do we need to have in the future in order to make weapons that are hypersonic, and our job is to test those things, right? So it's a perfect marriage to have those folks sitting at Arnold and working together with us along the way.
It would be probably a good idea if you could refresh us a little bit on what, when you say hypersonics, what are we talking about?
Well, it's a variety of things, and in hypersonics there can be anything from re-entry vehicles coming back and going into space. It can be weapons that are boosted on the front end of a rocket and then glide hypersonically through the atmosphere towards their targets. But it can also be hypersonic propulsion things such as scramjets or ramjets that fly through the atmosphere. And generally, the accepted definition of hypersonic is about Mach 5 or above. Anything going 5 times the speed of sound.
Mach 5, which gets you up to somewhere around 3,500, 4,000 miles an hour.
Right, things that are going really fast right through the atmosphere and getting really hot along the way as they do that.
And there was an interesting aspect of that came up in connection with the vehicles. Going into hypersonics, you're not going to have a pilot, for example. Isn't part of that is you'll be doing it remotely. It won't be involving manned operations.
Well, yeah, I would never say never, but I mean, we've had manned hypersonic vehicles, the X-15 and the space shuttle, for example, and everything that's gone into space with people on it has come back, you know, very, very fast into the atmosphere. But right now, our focus is on the weapons that can travel that fast, and that most of those are going to be, all of them are going to be unmanned at this point.
Yeah, so. I had raised the question, it being 3,500, 4,000 miles an hour, if we were being attacked by somebody on the other side at that speed, you don't have a whole lot of time to respond.
No, you don't. It's so it reduces the amount of time you have to make decisions, obviously, defensively. So, yeah, it can be a wartime, game-changing kind of technology. So it's important that we understand what we want to do and also what our adversaries might possibly do.
Mm-hmm. And our defense in that situation is likely to be unmanned also, wouldn't you guess?
I believe that's true. Sure, that's probably while it's not easy, the easier way of doing it would be to have it unmanned.
You know, the speeds involved there almost suggest that you might ought to have some permanent arrangement going on from a defense standpoint. Something that's already up there flying around.
Sure.
Keeping track. Think that's going to be part of the game?
It probably will be. Yeah, certainly.
One thing I didn't bring up in the beginning when we this whole area here tends to sort of overlook the impact that AEDC has on us economically. You want to touch on that for the folks?
I think it's you know, I can say safely, our folks, when they go in, they do an audit of what our economic impact is in the local area. It's over $600 million annually that we put in the economy around this area. So it's a pretty significant impact. You know, we have over 2,100 folks working at Arnold right now on government, military, and contractor folks. So I think it's a significant impact. And
I think you're still the single largest employer in the whole area.
Sure, I believe that is true.
We'll be right back after these messages.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Here at Stan McNabb Collision Center, we work with all major insurance companies, and we get the job done right the first time, on time.
Well, I grew up in Tullahoma. We'd always done business with Stan McNabb, so when we needed collision service after a run-in with a deer, we knew to call those guys. We already had trust with them. We called Cody. He took great care of us. He kept us posted every step of the way, and we couldn't have been more pleased.
Getting your vehicle back to pre-loss condition shouldn't be a headache. So in event of an accident, contact me, Cody Hall, at Stan McNabb Collision Center.
Welcome back. Peggy Burton spoke with Joanne Holcomb and Angela Mitchell about their horseplay fundraiser coming up this Friday.
This is our 20th year, Peggy.
I know, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
And look what you've done. You have grown and
amazing.
Continued and not given up. And I think there's a big fundraiser coming. Go ahead. You had
I was just going to say, I wanted to thank United Way for producing this video, which gives us a little bit of marketing out there, right? And yes, you're right. We have our annual fundraising event. As you know, this nonprofit is at totally no expense to the children that participate.
This is your major fundraiser.
It's pretty much our only fundraiser, yes. And so the luncheon is Friday week, the Friday after Easter, April 1st.
April Fool's Day, there's no way you can forget it.
That's right.
But the lunch is not an April Fool's.
It's real. It's a real thing, right. Turkey and ham and mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, stuffing, gravy, cranberries, just a nice, well-rounded,
everything you can
delicious
imagine.
meal.
Dessert, coffee, tea, I believe.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Water if you like. And it's who does all the work? Is that your members?
Our volunteers.
Your volunteers.
Volunteers, and then
with the cooking and all that.
And then people in the community too come out of, I don't know, they just drop out of the clouds and make desserts for us and donate warm rolls and just all kinds of stuff.
Well, I've been, and there's plenty of food, and it's also a wonderful event. I so much appreciate it. I do know that you sell tickets, and you probably would like to have an idea of how many people are coming, so how do people get tickets?
Well, you can buy tickets at the door, or any volunteer with horseplay or member of the board can make those tickets available to you. There's a number that perhaps you could post for takeout.
Okay. That's 931-841-3109. If you guys could pick that up and put it on the screen, it'd be helpful.
That will ring in the kitchen on the day of the luncheon, and you can call ahead and order 10 tickets, 10 meals to go. We will pack it up for you. You just drive in, pick it up, and you're out the door. Of course, you do have to pay, but that won't take. That's right.
But you can make reservations to pick it up.
Yes, yes, you can. You can call.
To wait and call that day. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, because it's in the kitchen there at the Methodist Church.
So you're not necessarily calling ahead of time to make reservations.
No.
You're just calling that day
to order your takeout.
Takeouts.
Or come to the door.
They'll have it packaged and put up. And you guys forgot to put the number up, which is 931-841-3109.
The day of the luncheon.
The day of the luncheon.
And I believe tickets, you can get them ahead of time if you're just wanting more information at Top Rehab in Tullahoma or Manchester. They would have tickets and just be able to give you the ticket so you would have it in hand and tell your friends, family.
Okay,
right.
And I think that it's 11 o'clock until 1:30.
Yes, ma'am.
I've been before, and I've noticed people lining up by 10. So
they get there
early to get a seat. It's a great time to invite all your friends and give money to a great cause while you're doing it and have fun.
Oh, yes. And if you want to pick up for delivery, that starts at 10:30. So I deliver to our school and to my work, so I'll usually go in at 10:30 to get all of my meals so I can deliver them out.
Ready to go. And if I'm not mistaken, if there's food left over, do you all sell it? I mean, like if people want to buy a cake that's left over or stuff like that?
We have in the past. If we have desserts left over that have not been cut, we will go ahead and sell those. And also, you know, the food that we do have left over, we donate to Good Samaritan or to Shepherd's House, so it all goes to needy places. Fire department always is a recipient, police department. They come for desserts, let me tell you.
I want to say that you all service the region, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
People that are interested in bringing a child to utilize the services, who do they contact?
They can contact me.
Okay.
And my, should I tell you my cell phone number?
If you want to.
It's a 931 number, and it's 808-4300, and I will make sure your child gets on the waiting list, or if we can accommodate them earlier than, you know, next year or so, I will get them in our database so we have that information.
This is a wonderful program. Remember, April 1st, come for lunch. It's at First Methodist
Yes,
Church.
at the First United Methodist Church near the post office.
Bring your $10 or 10 people with you with more, and thanks for coming, Joanne.
Thank you so much for having us.
Meet you.
We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. Jerry Harris, host of Channel 6's What a Horse program, spoke earlier this week with Jack Purtle, owner of the Shelbyville Ford dealership, about his company's sponsorship of an upcoming horse show to raise funds for the Bedford County Cancer Society.
You're going to do a similar event or the same event that you did a couple of years ago. So would you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. The Bedford Cancer Foundation, the largest fundraiser we have of the year is the Walking for Cancer horse show, which will be April the 16th at 5 o'clock. In conjunction with that, what we would like to do is raise money for the foundation as well, separate from the horse show, and it's called Drive for Your Community. And the way it works is, for every test drive, Ford will donate $20, so up to $6,000. So really what we need is 300 test drives. There's no obligation. The only real limitations are you have to be 18 years of age. It's one per household, and or one test drive per household, and also have a valid driver's license. This is some money that is going to be donated by Ford and administered by Shelbyville Ford. So we certainly want to collect all the money we can and make sure that that money goes to the Bedford Cancer Foundation.
Well, I believe, now I may be mistaken, but I believe the last time y'all reached that $6,000 goal, didn't you?
We hit the $6,000 and we were very proud of that, and it goes to such a good cause. You know, the Bedford Cancer Foundation in the last 7 years has distributed over $150,000 to people in need that may be financially enabled to take care of some of the needs that they may have, you know, during probably one of the worst times of their lives. And in a lot of cases, you know, so many people are affected. I know in my family, we've been affected. I know so many other people that have been affected by cancer. And, you know, we want to do everything that we can to assist these people any way we can.
Well, I know you're working with a very, very passionate lady when it comes to the Cancer Foundation, and that's Virginia Stewart. Irish Schumann, everybody involved in it is passionate about it, but I know Virginia has really got a soft spot in her heart for the Cancer Foundation, which rightly so, and she wants to make sure that Bedford County has, if they need it, has every advantage that they can get, and this is definitely one of them.
Virginia is a phenomenal board member, as well as the rest of the folks that are on the board. Everyone is extremely passionate about what they do. You know, the money that's raised, as the board says, the money that is raised stays. And you know, we don't just give people money. We assist with a mortgage payment or rent payment, Kroger card for groceries, gasoline, because a lot have to, you know, travel to have treatments done, and it is a real, it's a real burden, you know, to go through treatments and you know, the psychological aspect of it, emotional, but you know, the financial aspect of it too is very, very tough. Virginia does a fabulous job for us. Iris, they have a soft spot, but they are extremely tenacious in raising money Not a dime goes to administrative expenses. If you want to find an organization that you can feel good about giving to, there are no administrative fees, there are no salaries. The money that's raised goes directly to the people that need help the most.
You know, I do appreciate what Ford does. I appreciate what you do. Everybody come out on the 16th. I would imagine y'all will be there a little early.
Correct.
I hope, for people to come in, sign up, take a test drive. What can you lose? You're getting to ride in a brand new car, and you're getting paid $20, which doesn't go to you, but it does go to the Ford, and Ford turns around and gives it to the Cancer Foundation. Win-win situation.
Absolutely. And as you said, it is April the 16th, Saturday night. The show starts at 5. We'll have cars there at 4 p.m. We'll start the test drives then. As I said, at $20, we're trying to raise $6,000. We need 300 test drives. We would appreciate anybody coming out to support this and to support the Bedford Cancer Foundation.
Call all your neighbors, your friends, tell them to come on out, stay and watch the horse show. Jack, I appreciate it.
And don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Becky Bueller, who has a show coming up at the Cumberland Caverns Bluegrass Underground. Winston Brooks will invite everyone to come out to the Tullahoma Casa 5K this weekend, and Grace Baptist has a men's conference on Saturday night. All that and more on this week's Living.
And stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast coming up right after these messages.
The Kia Summers on Us sales event is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this event. Purchase a new Kia Sedona, Kia Optima, Kia Forte, and receive 0% financing up to 66 months and your first 3 payments for free. For a limited time only, no strings attached. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. The Kia Summers on Us sales event going on right now. Why buy anywhere else?
It's your trademark. That's something special everyone knows and remembers. It's your thing. It's made holidays special for decades, and summers unforgettable for the entire neighborhood. It's made everyone laugh every single time. Don't let illness or injury keep you from doing your thing. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1928 at 87 degrees. The record low was in 1968 at 23 degrees. Average high on this day is 67 and the average low is 43. Tonight, look for partly cloudy weather with a low of around 44. 30% chance of storms on Wednesday with a high of 70 expected and a low of 60. Storms still in your forecast for Thursday with a high of 70 and a low of 50. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.